Captain THYSS pressed her scaled palm against the viewport, watching the Nexary dreadnoughts tighten their blockade around Haven Station. 14 hours since the siege began. 12 since their last transmission got through. 8 since anyone had answered their distress calls. Status report. She croaked, her throat parched from smoke and recycled fear. Lieutenant Corvex didn't look up from his console. Shields at 18%. Life support failing on decks 7 through 12. Medical bay overflowing. His voice cracked on the last word. 3,000 civilians. Mostly families. Children who would never see their homeworlds again. The Nexary had come without warning, as they always did. Their crimson hulls had materialized from dark space like drops of blood against the stars, immediately jamming all communications and sealing off the system. Haven Station, a peaceful trading post on the rim, had suddenly become a tomb. Any word from the Council fleet? THYSS asked, though she already knew the answer. Negative, Captain. Last intelligence puts the nearest Council ships 4 days out. The Nexary will have. He didn't finish. They both knew what the Nexary did to prisoners. THYSS closed her eyes, feeling the weight of command like gravity itself. The evacuation pods were gone, destroyed in the first hour. The defense platforms reduced to glittering debris. Her small joined the Galactic Council barely a decade ago. Aggressive, unpredictable, and obsessed with something they called honor. Their ships were crude, their technology primitive, their diplomacy non-existent. They were also 3 sectors away. Impossible, THYSS whispered. There are no human ships in this region. The transmission crackled to life, cutting through static like a blade through silk. Haven Station, this is the UES Retribution. We heard you could use some friends. Well, as tentacles danced across her console. Captain, I'm showing a massive dark space distortion. Something's coming through, something big. The void split open like a wound in reality. What emerged wasn't sleek like Council ships or organic like Nexary vessels. It was a brick of armored fury, scarred with battle damage and bristling with weapon ports that had no business existing on anything smaller than a space station. The human dreadnought Retribution materialized between Haven Station and the Nexary fleet like an answer to a prayer no one had dared voice. But it wasn't alone. Behind it came a second ship, then a third. Human destroyers and cruisers, their hulls painted with kill markers and unit insignias. An entire battle group, appearing from impossible distance with impossible speed. This is Admiral Chun aboard Retribution. The transmission continued, calm as death itself. We're here for the evacuation. Nexary vessels, you have 30 seconds to withdraw, or we'll send you home in very small pieces. Captain THYSS watched in stunned silence as the Nexary fleet, predators who had terrorized this sector for generations, actually began to hesitate. Admiral, she managed to croak in her calm. How did you? We never sent distress calls to human space. A brief pause. Captain, we monitor all emergency frequencies. When someone's in trouble, human to join it. Elder Korath, came a familiar voice over the calm Sarah Chun. Older now, her voice stronger. I hope you don't mind, but I brought some friends. They're very excited to learn about moonflower cultivation. As transport ships began landing in the fields beyond his compound, carrying humans who traveled across the galaxy because one of their own had been shown kindness, Korath understood something profound about this species. Humans didn't just remember debts. They collected interest.